Around the year 2030, where we may pass a number of tipping points, and then we might no longer be able to undo the irreversible climate breakdown. A lot of people, a lot of politicians, business leaders, journalists say they don't agree with what we're saying. They say we children are exaggerating, that we are alarmists. At current emissions levels, that remaining budget is gone within roughly 8.5 years. These numbers are as real as it gets. Though a great number of scientists suggest that they are too generous, these are the ones that have been accepted by all nations with the IPCC. And not once, not one single time have I heard any politician, journalist or business leader even mention these numbers. As if you haven't even read the latest IPCC report on which the future of our civilization is depending. Or maybe you are simply not mature enough to tell it like it is. Because even that burden you leave to us, children. We become the bad guys who have to tell people these uncomfortable things because no one else wants to or dares to. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. You cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. And just for quoting and acting on these numbers, these scientific facts, we receive unimaginable amounts of hate and threats. We are being mocked and lied about by elected officials, members of parliaments, business leaders. What I really would like to ask all of those who question our so-called opinions or think that we are extreme, is there a secret Paris Agreement that we don't know about? You can't simply make up your own facts just because you don't like what you hear. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. You cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. There is no middle ground when it comes to the climate and ecological emergency. Why should we accept taking that risk, leaving the future living conditions for humankind to a 50-50 flip of a coin? 420 gigatons left of CO2 to emit, and now that number is down to less than 360 gigatons. And because you have ignored these facts, because you and pretty much all of the media to this very minute keep ignoring them, people do not know what is going on. If you respect the science, if you understand the science, then this is it. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. You cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. Once you realize how painfully small the size of our remaining carbon dioxide budget is, once you realize how fast it is disappearing, once you realize that basically nothing is being done about it, and once you realize that almost no one is even aware of the fact that carbon dioxide budget even exists, then tell me, what exactly do you do? The science is clear, and all we children are doing is communicating and acting on that united science, and saying things which give the impression of that things are being done and that action is on the way will most likely do more harm than good, because of the changes required are still nowhere in sight. Not in France, not in the EU, nowhere. And I believe that the biggest danger is not our inaction. The real danger is when companies and politicians are making it look like real action is happening, when in fact almost nothing is being done. about. This is all that we are saying. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. You cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. The climate and ecological emergency is right here, right now. But it has only just begun. It will get worse. And if anyone still has excuses not to listen, not to act, not to care, I ask you once again, is there another intergovernmental panel on climate change? Is there a secret Paris Agreement that we don't know about? Do you have a different budget for at least a reasonable chance of staying below 1.5 degrees of global temperature rise? This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. You cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. This is what it's all about. This is all that we are saying. But you do have to listen to the united science, the scientists. And that is all we ask. Just unite behind the science.